loud. I swear this game has very loud intros, and the actual game itself barely plays any music. This new intro opening is cool, though. Here. Welcome to my new Let's Play of Clock Tower Rewind. There's a lot I want to talk about, but this title screen's really loud, so we're just gonna quickly start the game. Whatever. Okay. Oh my god, because yeah, the intro screen's really loud, so we're gonna start the game. Now here's the intro to the original SNES version. Okay. It's been a while since I recorded. There's a few reasons for this. One, I had my doctor's appointment, and when I had my doctor's appointment, I got my COVID shot for this year, and obviously that takes you out for a few days. If you've had it takes you out for a few days, and I was like, ugh. Two, I had to do reorganization of like the whole house, especially this room. That's where this dresser here is with all the stuff I put on it and all the stuff in the drawers. It's very organized now. The room is less a mess, well, except for over there, but you can't see that over there. But it's way more organized now. And then, not only that, but the day before I began recording this, I had to fix my sleep schedule, which was really annoying. And then, when I went to record this yesterday, I lost 5 hours of footage. I'm not kidding you. I recorded for over 5 hours. I had to scrap all of it. I had to scrap all 5 hours of all of the footage because of multiple reasons. One, setting up a controller. This game is really weird about controller support, I feel, especially, like, it only acknowledges Xbox controllers, but Switch Pro controller works. PlayStation controller works as well. It just doesn't show the buttons, and it's really weird. It took me a long time to learn that. And like, learn all of this port's quirks, and everything and how it works. And then which is why this border is here that says Clock Tower Rewind, because normally the border is not on immediately. You can switch borders to a few different things, as you can see. It's a pretty neat art, but I very much like the second border the most for our purposes here. And so there's that. So yeah, there was 5 hours worth of footage I fucking lost. And it's all because the game froze on OBS. Like, OBS didn't... So, like, at a certain point it froze because I must have clicked off or something and whatnot. And I didn't realize it until like, through the second part. Because I'm not kidding you, it happened through the first and second part. I recorded the first and second parts. And then had to scrap it all. Because this game is only going to take, like, 3 parts, maybe about a 4th bonus part. It's not that long of a game to go through. It's got multiple endings, but the game's not super long. And this first part's going to be us going through the first 3 endings. So let's begin, but I do actually, since I was super unprepared last time, I am now more prepared, and it's like, okay, here are my notes on how to do the endings again, so I can, you know, not take a million years, and I can also do stuff that the recording failed. I do have the recording technically saved, so there's a possibility I might show certain things from the original recording, but probably not. But we'll see. Let's begin. You have a difference between Game Start and Quick Start. Quick Start will skip the intro. Since it's the first time going through this, we will see the opening. It was September when Jennifer and her friends, who were all raised in the Granite Orphanage, I know that's what's coming up, in Granite Orphanage, received an offer to be adopted. Also, Clock Tower's good music. This is how it all started. I gotta say, Clock Tower series, out of any horror series, is probably the best when it comes to music-wise. I feel like horror game music isn't that memorable, but the Clock Tower series really is. Laura, hurry up! It's gonna be sundown before we get to the house. Miss Mary? Oh, what is it? The house we're going to live in from now on, do you know what it's like? This is the 5th time since last night you've asked me that question. You don't need to worry, it's a very lovely house. I think we could see it from here. There it is. More like a fucking mansion, which I think is technically called the Barrows Mansion. That's not a house, that's a mansion. It's called the Barrows Mansion. I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. This house is so big. It really is. I can't believe this is only the main hall. I'm gonna say hello to the owner of the house. You girls wait for me here. And all of a sudden, she doesn't have footsteps anymore. It is surprisingly quiet. Oh, now she has footsteps. Or now she doesn't? Were there footsteps for a second? I'm losing my mind. Sleep is weird. And Jennifer always has footsteps. Because they were playing as Jennifer. Jennifer, you're supposed to talk to your friends. I'm telling you to talk to your friends. Hey, Anne. I wonder what kind of person Mr. Barrows is. Right? Also, Also, the rewind version here, you can speed up text. I don't think you could do that in the original. Well, what? The house is big. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, you can speed up text here. I don't think you could do that in the original. I don't think I'll like it here. Lot, you are such a worrywart. She's taking too long. Should I go check on her? Nah, it's fine. I'll do that. Now the music begins. Is Miss Mary okay? It's just a regular table. Hey, you should go check on her. Using L and R, you can move either right if you press R, or left if you press L. You can also run as well, but not in this tutorial beginning section here. Not in this opening section. It came from the main hall. Where is everybody? Now, this is where the game would start if you chose Quick Start mode. Hey, stop teasing me. But yeah, this is where the game would start if you chose Quick Start mode. You can also turn on the light here. Not that that's helpful, but you can. Also, I think the game is a bit more generous with your panic meter. Your portrait down in the bottom left will change color depending on how much energy you have left. It's called the panic meter. And it will change depending on how much energy you have left. So there's that. But also, there's 3 possible ways to begin the opening sequence here. There's 3 ways that you have to start the game here. I'm going to show the first one here. It's the one that people are the least likely to see, first off. Is going up here, grabbing a sharp edge stone, using the B button, in my case, to equip the sharp edge stone and use it on the hole in the wall in order to open it up. It looks like I'm in the courtyard. It's Anne. Yep. This is the first way you can see Anne die. There's a few ways you can see Anne die, but this is one of the ways you can see Anne die. Jennifer, help! And she drowns. This is probably the least canon thing to happen. It's I think pretty unlikely most people would see this. I think it's pretty not canon that Anne dies this way. There are endings that would be considered canon, but here is our main antagonist that will chase after you throughout the entire game. The Scissorman. I will say, going here for your first right away is not recommended as well, because this door's blocked, which means you have to go past it, which means you are forced to deal with the panic button. When the screen's when Jennifer's portrait's flashing, you have to rapidly press the panic button, which is the A button in my case, in order to put Scissorman down. If Jennifer's portrait is red, you can't do this, and she will die. Anyways, crawl into the hole, because it is literally our only way out of here. And there we go. That is the first way to deal with Scissorman. And our first thing that we have to do. So, after finding one of your friends dead, you can literally go get the worst ending in the game. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to be showing every ending, and the first ending in the game is the worst one. Now, we need to find the garage. I don't remember where it is. There's a few things. The thing is, some rooms are randomized, some are not. I don't believe the garage is one of them. Also, my portrait is orange, and that could be a problem. You need to press a button to rest and have Jennifer rest and heal up. I believe this takes longer in the original. I think they sped it up for rewind in order to heal you, which is good. That's the West Hall, so that's not where we want to go. This door's locked. This needs the silver key to open. This is this way to the garage. This is the kitchen. I don't want to enter the kitchen at this point. The kitchen is not necessary for the first 2 endings that we are going for. Here's the garage. In the garage, we want to examine this box here. There's a key. It's a car key. You put the car key in your pocket. And now I need to go more to the left because Jennifer will not interact with the car without it. Use the car key on the car. I might be able to escape here with this car, but what about the other girls? As there are 2 left. But if we get Jennifer to interact with it again... What should I do? And interact with it one more time, maybe 3 times, and the 3rd time she will decide to leave. You do need to make her do this. And there you go, you got the first ending, and it is the worst ending in the game. Very quick. And here you can actually speed up the credits. I don't remember if you could do this in the original, speeding up the credits, but here you can do it, which is fine because we're going to be seeing this again. Yep, the first ending is that you leave in the car, but Scissorman snuck into the car. So that is ending H. That is the worst ending. Now it's time for ending G. In order to do ending G, we are going to start the game with a quick start. And we need to do the chase sequence with Scissorman again. I'm going to be trying to show something here, and because I'm going to be trying to show something, I'm going to, I'm saving because I'm worried I could die doing this. So, we saw Anne drown in the pool, but there is another way for us to begin the first chase sequence with Scissorman. And that is we hear running water, Jennifer stops, and the creepy music plays, indicating that the game wants you to enter this door. And here is one of, if not the most iconic scenes in the entire game, if not the entire series. Laura? Yep, Scissorman's after us, and we need to hide. We need to get away from him this time. There's no going into a hole like we did with the pool, because we did not open it up this time. Yeah, go. You can go a little bit faster, Jennifer. Heading to the right. Enter the door. As you can see, we can hide under the bed. However, this is why I saved, by the way. If we try hiding under the bed... this annoying little parrot, it will snitch on us and basically tell him that, yes, we are in this room. So yeah, the parrot snitches on us. Now, thankfully, we don't die, but he's an annoying little bastard of a bird for snitching on us. There is, I believe, only one other hiding spot at this point, and one other way to get away from Scissorman at this point in the game, because there's very few hiding spots. There's surprisingly little, and that is to go to the garage, so time to run to the garage! There is a little bit worried about this because Scissorman can basically teleport in front of you at certain times, and that's really annoying if that happens. Thankfully, I think we're fine. Now this better work! I'm gonna need to use the rewind feature. So there's a shovel or the ladder. I don't think the shovel will work, but if we climb up the ladder, please climb up the damn ladder. Jennifer, I need you to kick the ladder down. Please kick the ladder down. Thank you. Get out of here! You can't climb the ladder while holding that giant pair of scissors in your hands. Goodbye. Cool. Of course, that means that we can't use that hiding spot again, which is a slight issue, because in the original version, Scissorman only appeared when, during specific moments. He could only appear after you examined certain objects and certain things. The rewind version changed this, where it seems like he can appear after a certain amount of time sometimes. I don't remember if that was the case in the first Sphere version or any other versions, but yeah, he can do that now, and it's annoying. Sorry, excuse me. But in order to get the other ending, first of all, we needed that card key. Don't appear here. He can appear here. Okay, thankfully he didn't. But after getting that car key, we want to find a first floor hallway with windows. I need to find it. And by the way, this ending G will not work if you find Anne dead first, because this only works if you find Laura dead first, like we did in the bathroom. So ending G is like that. But we have this hallway with the windows here. Or maybe it's not this one. I might have need to go through that door. I think I need to go through that door. What am I doing? Nope, not this one. Which way is it? Fuck. It's a problem when I don't know where it is. Oh, actually, we can actually go this way. Hold on. This is going to help me for looping around purposes. So, now that we don't have to worry about... Now that we aren't going to see Anne drown, we can actually climb up here. Grab the rock. Switch over to the rock. Open this up. Let's save the game. Now that Scissorman isn't here chasing us in the courtyard. Go all the way to the left. And move this box out of the way. Now that we've done that, we can open this door. And we want to head to the right here. We can't go any further, so we have to head back. There we go. Once you hear the scream, hear it screaming coming from outside, you want to look out the window. And here we see Anne just completely get murdered here. Thing is, she will not die if you don't look out the window there, but since we need both Laura and Anne to die, we need to see that. And since there's not really... There is technically another way to see Laura's dead body if you don't see her in the shower, but it's way harder to do, and I think it makes the ending G impossible if you find Anne's body first, so we need to see Laura's first. Anyways, to the garage. Now that we saw both of our friends die, well, 2 out of 3 of them. Now that we saw 2 of our friends die, to take the car key and leave again. And this will give us a different ending. What about the other girls? Delete again. Skip the credits. And we'll get a different ending. And then Jennifer returned to the orphanage. 3 days later, she was found dead in her own room. It is not clear whether Scissorman followed Jennifer home and killed her, or whether Jennifer died out, or whether she killed herself out of guilt. It is not clear at all. Anyways, quick start again for ending F, which is going to be the first ending that's going to be long and will give you pretty much a run-through of the entire game. Yeah, a lot of endings from here on out are going to make you go through pretty much the whole game at this point. We want to enter here. I want to turn on the light here, because I don't know if Jennifer can interact with certain things without turning on the light. We don't need to examine the TV, but I'm kind of curious as to what she says about it. It seems to be broken. Yeah, it just makes really loud noise. Okay. What does she say about this painting? We don't need to examine it, but what does she say about it? A disturbing painting of a face. But we do want to examine this box. This is one of the randomization things. There, you can find a key in this box, or it can be in one other place. Please let it be here. Yes, okay, that is very nice that it is here. You pretty much need this key in every ending except for the endings G and H, so the first step whenever you want to begin a game is to go to this room immediately and check this key. There's also another step you will want to do pretty much immediately during any playthrough when starting this game. And that is to, unless it's ending G or H, and that is to go into this room and examine, I'm going to actually save the game, and examine this drawer. There's a small perfume bottle. This is the same perfume used by Miss Mary. You attain the perfume. What's this? It's a broken picture frame of 2 children. And then we can examine a mirror here. Oh! That is a random event. Either Jennifer can look in the mirror and just, you know, move her hair, or it can break like that. I think it can do one other thing as well, but we didn't see it. But yeah, that is a random event that can happen. But now, I'm going to murder this parrot. I'm kind of serious about this, by the way. I think this parrot's about to die. I think we literally killed this parrot. You killed me, huh? Yeah, well, not this time. I'm gonna kill you once the game gives me the prompt to do what I need to do. Take the sheets. Get out of here. And the parrot's done. Still flapping around for a bit, but he'll be quiet eventually. But that also means that we can hide in here without him snitching on us, which is neat. Now, you're probably wondering, what happens if you ignore the bathroom and just keep walking? Well, yes, the Anne getting murdered. That's another really famous scene. Same with the bathroom. They're probably the 2 most famous scenes in the entire series. Anyways, it's time to go and hide under the bed. Now that we can do that this time. Just examining my notes and stuff. 2nd floor, okay. Alright, now that he's gone, although he can just appear again here, and that would suck. We can run up these stairs. In the, I believe it's every version of the game, Jennifer only has a walking animation, but in this rewind version, I believe they added this running animation to make walking up these stairs faster. To make walking up any stairs faster, because it's normally very slow. I'm very happy they added that. Up here, we want to enter, I think it's this door. And then enter this door. Yep, and we have this box here. I can't, it's too high to climb, so we'll push the box. And yes, Jennifer needs to be able to see. There's a lot of situations where even if you understand the solution, Jennifer needs to realize that she can't do something first before you do the solution. So it is something like that. They're closing there. What? What's this? You obtain the black robe. This is an item we will need for later. And then we have this item. There's a rope. Take the rope. What's in here? We don't need it, but I'm just curious. Some broken dishes are in there. It looks like it hasn't been used. Okay, and then grab the pesticide on the floor, which we might need, but we also might not need. It's going to depend on my RNG. It's going to depend on the random number generation as to whether or not I need that. There are dishes in there. Okay, nothing important. It's going to depend on the randomness of the game as to whether I'm going to need that pesticide or not. There is nothing in there. Great. Right. Now that we're here, and we have the west wing key, we can open up this door. I'm gonna just rest for a second. And I'm gonna also double check the fucking where I need to go. So that's okay. So I need to go one screen over, and then the second door, I think. I do kind of have. I think I lost so much originally before that. It's like, oh my god, I need to have my notes go over one screen, I believe. And then it should be, yeah, no, we go over to the right, and then we go over one screen. And then it should be the second door here. I think the first door is random as to whether it's a door we need or not, but this second door, I believe we need to enter. Yes, that's correct. So there's a few things here of note. I feel like somebody is watching me. First of all, there's this doll. It's a French doll. It's being hung from the ceiling. It seems to be pretty old. It looks like a child was once here. It looks like a kid's bed. It is covered with dust stains. It's a record player. It seems to be broken. The light switch is broken. It's a big clown doll, which I don't think was here in the original. I might be wrong. But it's a little bit tricky because you examine everything, you might think there's nothing here. But this little box down here under the clown doll is something you need to examine. And it is required for pretty much every ending except for G and H. I believe it's required for every ending except for G and H. Now, here's a change that oh, it's fucking random? What the hell? So, during my original recording session, I had this clown doll attack me, which I think is a new addition. However, this doll here that's attacking me is what normally attacks you in the other versions. And there we go. I did the panic button. That's a really weird segment. That's really fucking weird. Yes, the door locks on you there. So that's freaking neat. Ow! Oh, my back. So now I need to head to the right again, and there should be stairs down here that will lead me someplace, hopefully. Also, I don't think you ever want to enter this door. I think it's just a dead end. I think it's just a dead end. It's just lumber. I can see the first floor through the gap. I'm going to place this down. Thing is, I'm doing this for later. We don't need to go over there right now, but I am doing this for later. So place it down, and then head down the stairs. And on the stairs, there are two doors. These rooms, I believe, are randomized, so hopefully I find the right room first. I did not. I don't want to be in here. Scissorman gonna be in here. I don't want to be in here. Which means that this door should be it. Good. This shelf. we want to examine this shelf, and it's going to tell me whether I need a certain item or not. The shelf is filled with very specialized books. Crap. Well, it's fine. At least it's not ending E I'm going for. If this was ending E, I would fucking hate this. But since this is ending G, or ending F, sorry, that's fine. So, there is a note there that can appear sometimes, and if it does appear, it will tell you about a certain demon idol that you would need. Since the note didn't appear there, we don't need the demon idol. Instead, we need a completely different item, which makes you go through a lot more steps to get. Which means I need to now go to the kitchen. Which means now the pesticide's actually something I need. Which means now I need to go to the kitchen. So that's something real great. It also sucks because it's a little bit confusing to get back. I need to go left, and I need to go left one more time. It can be a little bit confusing to get back. Left again. And then this room's just going to be curtains, but there is going to be a door in here, and it should take me back to the main building, where I need to go. And then we're going to head to the left here. I'm ready for Scissorman to appear any second now, because I know he can. Head in here. There's a few things that we can examine here. There are dishes in there. It's a cast iron skillet. I'm going to turn on the light. You want to examine this fridge, at least for this ending. If this was ending E, then I would say you don't need to examine this fridge, but for this ending, we're going to want to examine this fridge and get the ham, or else we are going to be screwed later on. I am serious. You will be absolutely screwed later on if you don't grab this ham. There's some bottled drinks. That's important for later, in a completely different ending, I believe. Yeah, that or it's this shelf that's important for a different ending. It's a calendar. There's a mark on today's date. Great. That would be for our arrival. Now we want to examine this. There's something shiny in there. That's a lot of bugs that are not killing me, apparently. I sort of expected them to kill me, frankly. But it did make my panic bar go down to the bottom. I don't know if it can kill you, but it at the very least made the panic meter go all the way to the red. I'm going to see if examining it while your panic meter is at red kills you. I'm genuinely curious. Something shiny in there. It does not seem to kill you. That's okay. Doesn't seem to kill you, so I'm going to use the game's new rewind feature to just not deal with that. Just reverse my decision, although I wish it rewound a little more because, yeah, she's still doing it. Shit. The rewind feature is interesting. I just wish it went on for like maybe 5 more seconds. It's one of those things where it seems useful, but it's not that useful. There's a lot more times where it's just better to save before something happens, quit, and then reload. Because the rewind feature's not that helpful. Again, if it was like 5 more seconds long, It would maybe be helpful, but it's not that helpful. But we want to use the pesticide here. You sprayed the pesticide. There's a key on the bottom. You put the gold key in your pocket. I'm gonna rest for a bit. Cool. Let's save. And now to go use the gold key. Which it's time to see what happens RNG-wise. Because something can happen that's random here. It doesn't affect this ending, I'm pretty sure. But if it does happen here, that would be pretty good. Because I don't need it to happen in other endings. But at the same time, it's pretty likely that it will happen. Yeah, there's something that has a chance to happen here once we use the gold key. I don't know if it's like a 50-50 chance or what the chances are of it happening, but we'll see. Yeah. Phone ringing. We need to go to that phone. Use the gold key on the door. Did you not grab the gold key, Jennifer? Am I crazy? Is it downstairs and not upstairs? Am I misremembering whether it's downstairs or upstairs? Because I swear it was upstairs and not downstairs. Is it random whether these two rooms can switch or not? Because I know what room it is, but I don't remember if it's top floor. That's the thing, I get confused with top floor, bottom floor. Because one of these rooms needs the gold key and one of them needs the silver key. And they're both in the same area, just one's on the top floor and one's on the bottom floor. Yeah, is it this room instead? Yeah, okay, it's this room instead. Okay, what the fuck? Really? I get it during the time where I don't need it. I get good RNG when I don't need it. Okay, that's wonderful. The telephone wire has been cut. That's great. We can examine this, though I don't think it's really going to help anything. There are some bottled drinks. I don't need that. I do, however, need to examine this. It looks like someone used this glass not long ago. There's still some liquid in the glass. Ah. There's a silver key under the glass, which is what we need to use on the room on the top floor. But I tried to put the gold key on. Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake! Ah! I'm just gonna deal with you in the garage, jerk. I'm kind of curious, what happens if you try the shuffle? I feel like it's not going to end well, but I'm going to try it anyways. I feel like this is not going to end well, but I'm going to try it anyways. This is also why I saved this room. Bop! That worked. I just need to press the panic button. The shovel works, apparently. Okay. Cool. That's neat. The shovel actually works. Cool. Sort of God, if you appear again, because he has a chance to. Okay, he didn't. Good. Head up the darn stairs. you use the silver key. I can't turn on the light switch. A creepy room. There are cheap-looking books about magic on the shelf. So if you need the demon idol instead, you never need to enter this room, but since I need the other item, I need to enter this room. Just a regular chair. There's a notebook amongst the spell books. To bring time to a standstill. Stop the big clock at the clock tower. Hey, name of the game. At least we get to hear it referenced once, even if we aren't going to see it in this part. Looks like the wall is covered in a mural. I can't see the whole picture because of the shelf. Yes, you need to examine the shelf first, or you need to examine the mural first, and then examine the shelf, and then you can push it. And then you need to examine the mural again, or else Jennifer is not going to understand the thing we need later, and you can't do this, and this is not something you can do if you need the demon idol. The mural depicts a ritual being performed in a room. I wonder if there's a room like this in the house somewhere. So now that Jennifer knows this information, I'm not kidding, we literally cannot solve a later puzzle without Jennifer knowing this information, even if you as the player know the solution. Now we need to head into the other area. West building key. And now we need to head to the music room, which is thankfully next to the library, so if Scissorman comes, I have a place to deal with him. Down the stairs here. And then, was it this first door that was the music room? I think so. Right, he's not... Hold on. So there's a chance he can appear when I examine this curtain, but I need to examine the curtain, so... I'm gonna hope he's not here so I can show something. Okay. A metal cane is sticking out of the vase, whatever. You've obtained the cane. It's a painting of the landscape. This painting of the mansion. Painting of a person is hung on the wall. I wonder who the person that's painting is. Okay, he didn't appear there. There's nothing but junk here. It's a record player. It's not plugged in. What does this room look like if we turn on the lights? I'm curious. The light switch is broken. Well, there answered my question. Okay, so you'll just have a question mark if you examine the... If you examine the chair, but if you examine the piano, especially after that happened, well... Yeah, that's the way to summon him. Yeah, if you see that panel drop and you examine the piano, yeah, he's gonna come after you, but I know a way to deal with him. To the library, which should be to our right. And examine this shelf. Surprised I didn't get like extra for that because the game, yeah, in the original when he gets squished with the shelf he just disappears. Here he actually gets stuck, which is a good change. I need to head to the left 2 screens. I'm surprised I didn't get like an extra for that because, as you know, I lost 5 hours of recording to this game. But as you start Rewind has extras, and you'll see it show up on screen that you got an extra. It's a little annoying because it blocks the screen, and so we'll probably see it again when I get to some of the other endings, but not in this part, it would seem. I believe I need to head to the second door, and I believe this is where we use the ceremony key. This room looks exactly like the mural I saw in the other room. So I need to rest here for a second, because it's good to have Jennifer's meter up before you do this. There's a hole on the bottom. The hole in the floor goes very deep, which means we need to take the cane that we got in the music room and put it here. Interesting, we never had to use the hand during this run, even though I expected to. Boop. What was that sound? Down we go! Looks like the hole goes pretty deep down. Ladder will get me down there. Yeah. Strange person in the black robe walking past a dog. It's kind of recommended you save here, because this part can be a little finicky. There's something there. Now, use the black robe on herself, and then use the perfume on herself. And then we can walk past the dog. If we don't, we die, by the way. Dog will attack you and die, and you'll die, which I'll probably show in the next ending. In order to get ending F, it is important to go through this cavern instead of heading to the right. It is important you do that if you want to get ending F. If you want to get any other ending, go to the right. But for now, we're going to ignore stuff. And now for another really famous scene of this game that you're going to be seeing a lot. You see this a lot, because you have to do this like every ending except for G and H. You have to go through this scene in every ending except for G and H. Which makes sense, this is a very important scene to the story, but... Run! Run from the giant baby! Which is named Dan, by the way. This is the only thing you have to do here is press the panic button. Here we go! Time to leave. Unless I'm gonna save the game. Now, this is a change that was not in the original. I don't think it was in First Fear or any other version as well. We have this little scene here. Of Dan somehow surviving that and coming out of the goop. Ew. Goopy. Also, here's a change that I think is only in Rewind, and I don't think is in any other version. The elevator here doesn't immediately work. There's no response. And it doesn't... It seems like the elevator isn't working. And so... What happens here... What ends up happening is that you need to go back Wait, am I allowed to? I am allowed to go back this way. I don't want to actually do that, so I'm gonna just... And then you need to press this power button. I don't think this is in any other version other than Rewind. I might be mistaken. But it's honestly a really unnecessary change. I don't feel like there is a reason for the power button to need to be turned on. It feels stupid that it needs to be turned on. I'm gonna turn on the button. And yep, Scissorman kills you. This is because you missed certain information that the rest of the game wouldn't make sense if you did that. Like if you did certain actions in the elevator, the ending wouldn't make sense if you did that. Now, which is why you get ending E here. Or ending F here. Sorry, not ending E. Speaking of ending E, I want to... Yeah, and there's Scissorman laughing. And speaking of ending E, I want to try something. First of all, we can check the ending list to see how many endings we got. Which, it says cleared. What if I hit continue? The game will put me here. It will put me right before the elevator. I want to try something. If I go back to where the dog was and I head to the right... Lot. Yes, we see Lot here. This is important information that Lot will give you. If you examine Lot, here you can get other endings. You're still alive. Jennifer, go to the clock tower. The switches. Lot, please don't leave me alone. And Lot's dead now, but this is information you need. And that's why Scissorman kills you in ending F, because you don't have this information. Which means I think after reloading like that, I think we could just get ending E and D now. And the reason we can get ending E and D is because of a few different conditions. One, we never met Mary anywhere here. So that's one thing. We never met Mary anywhere. And then we also didn't find other information. The only thing we found was Lot's information here, which I think this should lead to ending E. If we go into the elevator... Yes. And then we pick floor number 3. And there we go. There's ending E. Literally just a simple change of it talking a lot changes that. I think we can actually get ending D as well. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's gonna depend on where the game sort of saved after I did that. Because yeah, E, F, G, and H. I believe we can get ending D if we continue. It depends on where the game loads me. It loads me in the elevator. So if we hit floor 1, it will do nothing. But if we hit floor 2... Miss Mary! Thank goodness, Jennifer, you're safe. Miss Mary. Yep, she's an evil bitch. So yeah, there's that. That's where I'm gonna end this first part here. And we could go through the credits again here, and this is ending D. So we got all the bad endings. Every ending from now on will have Jennifer live. We got all the bad endings first. So next time we'll be doing endings C and B only, which means it's going to be a much shorter part. We will need to start all the way from the beginning of the game again. I'm pretty damn sure. And no save. I mean, ending B we won't need to start from the beginning of the game, but yeah. So that's going to end the first part. Again, this series should only take like 3 parts, maybe a 4th bonus part. But, yeah. That is going to be it for now. Next time on Clock Tower Rewind, we will actually get a big story dump because there's a lot that we don't know from a story perspective. Everything I showed you was just the bad endings, where you basically don't know enough information to survive, and so you get bad endings because you don't learn certain information. So there is that. So yeah, next time we'll be getting more endings and continuing onward. So yeah. That's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Hope you have a good day. And hey, unlike last time, or my last recording session, where because I was so lost and didn't remember a lot of the game, where that original recording session took 3 hours and 20 minutes, this only took 1 hour and 2 minutes. Hey, a lot better when I actually know what I'm doing. Don't worry, the next... it's funny though, this first part's probably going to end up being the longest. Maybe the last part will be just as long, but this first part's the longest. Yeah, see you guys then. Hope you have a good day.